When I made the short about Steve vs the Terrarian, I was admittedly expecting negative reactions from people. So I will give my reasons as to why I came to the conclusion that I did. In terms of stats, the Terrarian is most likely in the moon planet level given that the moon lured in. His prime was defeated by the Druads, utilizing their connection with their planet, and it matches with the celestial pillars, being in that range of power, because of the planet moving feats. If you want higher, you could use tooltip statements, with which you could scale the Terrarian to galaxy level or even universal. However, it is a high end that is not necessarily consistent with previous lore events, like the Moon Lord's defeat. Before you mention the Moon Lord threatening the fabric of Terraria, you have to remember that both the universe and the planet that the game takes place have been called by that name. And plus, it wouldn't make much sense. If he could destroy the universe like that, why didn't he? Why would he conquer planets one by one instead? As for speed, the Terrarian, while he can't move in tandem with lasers, can react to their movements and can somewhat keep up with them. So he should be light speed or maybe slightly faster. You could use the Martian travel feat. However, what they actually did is very vague, so it isn't generally used. If we used it, the Terrarian would be at least a few hundred times the speed of light, around 300 times. Now for Steve. Steve has town-level meters using the Ender Dragon, who can vaporize enough netherite blocks to generate that type of power around 618 kilotons of TNT. 4. Higher scaling people use the Wretched Wraith Ice Age feat to scale Steve to island level, or 18 gigatons of TNT. However, what is not taken into consideration is the fact that Minecraft worlds are canonically infinite as stated plenty of times. This could potentially take the feat from island level all the way to universal plus. The Orb of Dominance was also able to make every undead in the overworld immune to the sun, literally right after they struck their deal. This instance show that the ability for bosses powered by the orb, like the Wraith, to influence the entire world and have a massive range isn't a stretch. The Enderman can also destroy the multiverse, given enough time as stated in the Minecraft Dev Handbook. Even if we didn't use some potential higher interpretations for the multiverse, as described in the same handbook, we would still have endless infinite worlds, as stated by Foresight in Legends. If the Endermen want and asterisk can asterisk do that, then you would imagine that the Heart of Ender could do the same. Steve scales to the heart. The Pillagers and Piglins can also conquer the entire dimension, giving Steve potentially infinite speed. But he can also outrun the Arch-Illager's light speed, blasts and dodge a laser that reached the sun in 2 seconds, giving him 249 times light speed without speed buffs. So yeah, Steve pretty much stomps